and a little earlier than normal, but today is a fun day for me. I'm taking the two boys from Michigan and some friends from Faith Baptist Church and headed north to play some really nice golf courses up north for a couple of days. And so I wanted to at least have a couple of minutes to share God's word with you before we head north. And so it's going to be a fun time. Thank you for praying for the mission trip last week. It was fantastic. We had beautiful weather. We had wonderful travel and no issues at all. Wonderful opportunities to be blessings to ministries there, to be an example and testimony to the lost, and to be a mouthpiece for the gospel. And so what a wonderful thing to serve the Lord. I hope that you do it with intention today, that you want to be seen as an example of Christ, an accurate reflection of who he is, and taking opportunities to share the gospel as God opens those doors. Well, I'm going to share two verses with you, and I'm going to give us a verse kind of as a reminder of what happens at the very end of John chapter 13. The verse says, "Do not think of yourself more highly than you ought to think," in Romans 12:3, right after reminding us that it's just reasonable for us to be a sacrifice for the Lord, denying ourself and living for God. Making sure we sacrifice self, but surrender to God. That's just reasonable. Why? Because of who he is and because of what he has done for us. It is just reasonable that we would let our light so shine before men, that as they see our good works, they would glorify our Father which is in heaven. So we cannot think of ourselves more highly than we ought to think. But let's just be honest. Every one of us find it very easy to do that. And the Bible gives us a warning: he that thinketh he standeth, take heed lest he fall. And so here at the very end, Jesus has just told his disciples, I'm going to die. I've got to go away. You can't go with me. I'm going to give you the comforter. Here's what I want you to do. Love one another, invest in one another, care for one another, support one another. This is what I want you to do, because herein shall all men know that you are my disciples, if you have love one for another. Peter said unto him, Lord, why cannot I follow thee? Why can I not follow thee now? I will lay down my life for thy sake. And Jesus just simply asked a question. Jesus answered him, wilt thou lay down thy life for my sake? Peter, that was a bold, overconfident statement. And I know you mean well, and I know you think you will. Verily, verily, I say unto thee, the cock shall not crow till thou hast denied me 3 times. And so when we stop and we think about Peter, we love Peter, we can relate to Peter, and oftentimes our lives resemble Peter, this overconfident, engage our mouth before our brain is executed. And so oftentimes we should just stop and think and pray and ask God for grace and humble ourselves before him, rather than having this overconfidence, thinking that I'm going to conquer the world, I'm on top of the world. We just need to realize that dying to self is a daily, all-day practice. Surrendering to God is a daily, all-day practice. It's a decision upon decision, moment by moment throughout the day. And so my warning would simply be this: let's not be overconfident this week. Let's be dependent. Let's be reliant upon the grace that God promises will be sufficient if we will live humbly in his sight. And so as we serve him, let's do it with humility. Let's do it with holiness, but let's do it with our whole heart. He's worthy of our worship. God bless you. I hope you have a great time. I'm going to hope to catch you. We have the first tea time tomorrow, so I'm not sure how tomorrow's going to go, but I'll be thinking of you even if I don't get one of these in. We're actually going to play golf from morning to dark and then come home. So we'll look forward to trying to catch you maybe at one of the turns or something like that. God bless you. Have a great week.